Hi, I thought I just tried doing a live Facebook feed and then got a comment back saying no volume coming through, so I thought, oh well, start again. So I'm just going to sort of witter on a bit here, just a sort of more like a diary entry, I suppose, for today. So it's lovely sunny day outside. Hoping you'll be able to get out there later. Couldn't go out at all yesterday. Awful. Had a bit of a nothing day. Just relaxed. And by relaxing, I means watching documentaries. The brain doesn't switch off. So I watched evidence of the two cities, Sodom and Gomorrah. Very interesting. About the brimstone, as they call it, which is sulphur. It's the only place in the world that it's 90% pure, which once again it's another discovery that backs up what's written in ancient texts as being a real event, which I've said before. A testament is basically a statement. Sorry, I've got to have coffee. Yeah, so I went from that, thinking about in terms of the Dead Sea. It's highly radioactive. It's called the Dead Sea for one reason. There's nothing in it. There's clearly something happened there, whether you want to believe it's a divine force or freak weather, but clearly it happened. And then moving on from that, looked at Fukushima in Japan, the power station. I think it was about 2011 when it exploded. Oh dear. This isn't meant to be a message of doom and gloom. This is just a general rambling. But this Fukushima, well, they have definitely fooked that up completely, haven't they? The Pacific as well. The levels of radiation, if you're near it, you'd be dead within 3 hours. That's that lethal. Now it's devastating the marine life in the Pacific. It's awful. But I can go around just thinking about that for the rest of the day and just feeling really low, really, and feeling really helpless. But there's a flip side to this, and we're talking. This is related. The Pacific Ocean, dolphins and whales. I mean, how wonderful they really are. I mean, you think about the devastation that has been done to dolphins by humanity, and I'm sorry about the outside noise. The devastation that has been done to lives of dolphins by humanity is awful, and yet over and over again you get these wonderful stories about divers encountering dolphins who then are warning the divers away from a great white shark that they know is in the area. I mean, that's unconditional love, isn't it? I mean, I think I mean, dolphins have got huge brains. They're mammals. They're very, very similar. I mean, we could really learn from them. They're trying to teach us something. And again, look at whales. There's another one. These beautiful, majestic creatures in the oceans. Possibly the last of the huge creatures before the flood. I really don't know. Clearly there was some before. I don't know how they scale out compared to today's ones. But there's one message that they send to humanity is they look after their elderly, and I think that's a wonderful message. And I think that is one thing where we really fall down. We have a care industry in this country. Ha ha ha! What a joke that is. The word care. My mother is not going to go into that. I'm facing a huge life-changing event coming up now in the next few weeks, where I'm going to be basically my mother's carer. She's 83, going in for a hip operation, and she's got no other family nearby, or none that bother with her anyway. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to take a leaf out of the Book of the Whales, you know. It suits me as well. It's another thing with the awakening that has been talked about. Excuse me. And that's, what do you do if you're in a job where, as you're going through this awakening process, you're questioning the morals and the ethics of being in that job? Well, there's no hard and fast rule with this, really, because let's face it, we're all individual, and we've got very specific individual circumstances with this, with employment. You know, I mean, you could, yeah, if you've got a family, you can't just suddenly say I'm not doing this job anymore, and then you've got no money coming in. But what I will say from experience, it may take some time to work out. It may mean possibly taking a job where you might take a pay cut. I don't know. But what I will say is the longer you stay in a job that's like that, you will build up an internal conflict within yourself between heart and mind, and you will make yourself ill if you do that. So I'm saying, if you can, or as soon as you can, try and get out of that job. Find something else. It's the only way. It's really long term. That is the best bit of advice I can give to you. I know it's not easy. I know you've all got very different circumstances, but I'm just saying this as I come to it. Another thing is, beautiful day out there. Oh dear, one day of it we had yesterday, or was it the day before? I can't remember. Short-term memory loss is awful just lately with all this. But we got the pink lobsters walking out there, and I'm thinking, it's been sunny for one day, and you're all this awful pink colour now, and I think, well, you've got the chemtrails up there, you've got the energy from the sun for the last few years. I noticed it in 2015. I thought, the sun has changed. That is really burning and intense. There's no way I'm going to expose myself to that apart from my hands and my face. I'm staying covered. I can still absorb the heat from it, but I don't want I don't want my skin getting burnt, really. And the worst thing you can do is put these wretched sun creams on. Your pores are opening up because it's hot. You'll go down all that shit to go into your body. You're going to upset the balance. You're putting a virus into the program, because they've got metallic bits and pieces in there. You've got aluminium in there. My advice is, don't. Stay covered up. Look after yourself, you know. I don't want to read messages that you're ill because you've been out in the sun, you've got sunstroke and whatever, you're dehydrated. So I'm putting my dad head on here now, you know. I talk to a lot of people. Some of you down on my friends list, some are people I just talk to, or messages I've got through making these videos. But I don't know you, you don't really know me. You've probably got a bit more of an idea what I'm like from if you're listening to these videos. Probably got some patience anyway. Anyway, so just look after yourselves and have a nice day, and I'll just ramble on another time, make another video as and when. Okay, look after yourselves, stay in high vibration. There's a lot of doom and gloom in this world, but it's not all doom and gloom. There's a lot of good, and we just gotta, it's just changing our perspectives. We can find it. We can create the world we want. We can do it together. Can't do it separately, but if we all come together, we can do it. Certainly make a big difference anyway. That's what I want to do, and I hope you will too. Thanks very much.